30, and now he's not. So.
All right, we're starting
at least
right away.
It's more questionable.
Those missiles. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of CS:GO or Call of Duty action here.
The mutual missiles, missile approach is
yeah.
great.
Although those missiles are more like Fortnite missiles. I think that's a more topical reference.
There we go.
Yeah, just kind of weaving and dodging. So far it's been almost entirely missiles and neutral air.
Yes. Well, I can't blame them for wanting to get up top, but...
Yeah. So eventually we'll start to see what kind of like anti-airs come out. This is sort of the first stage of the Ditto meta, where you kind of just go for the same stock base option. Next.
Oh! Wow! That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was a pretty good shot. Casual Pink reeling back in his chair. That is one solution that Duck has found to, this is what I was saying, that sometimes the match doesn't go as long as you think. If the Samus is not good off stage at avoiding those projectiles, then Samus is decent at edge guarding herself.
Yes.
But if you can weave and dodge, then you have a long road home.
All right. Oh, yeah, I wasn't expecting to see any grabs today, but I guess you've got that tether.
Yeah. I mean, if you have to eventually create that threat in any Samus matchup, because if you don't at least threaten grab, then the other guy can just sit and shield for free. I mean, that's one of the fundamental rock, paper, scissors of Melee, right?
Yep.
And even though Samus's grab takes a really long time and is a huge investment, you have to make it. Ooh,
nice.
Casual sneaking under that down air.
Oh, and the barrage of missiles.
Yeah, there's that up tilt. It's pretty difficult if you don't have any resources left to sneak your way onto the ledge, and Duck gets called out by Casual.
I'm seeing some shield pressure, especially with the missiles. Oh, with the missiles, and nobody's following up on it though. So, okay.
I remember Casual is a merciless player. I don't know if you know much about him, being from Illinois, but I learned a bit about the Casual lore at Combo Breaker last week. I watched him in a friendly, like, just utterly camp out a dude who is playing his Game & Watch secondary.
Ooh.
So Casual is anything but. he is here to win. He played against me and Frederick Lamar a little bit. He was pretty solid. I think he's a smart Samus, but he's against perhaps the biggest brain of them all.
Right. Nice.
Ooh. Yeah. So that's one of those instances where you go back and you do the VOD review, and if you're Casual, you think you're not really shooting at anything there. You're kind of shooting at where you want him to be rather than where he's at.
He might add, or he might miss that.
Yeah, and I think one of the lessons of Melee in a lot of games, and maybe life, is you can't play the game you want. You have to play the game you have.
Yes.
Sometimes you want to get the charge shot and be the cool guy, and it just isn't there.
Well, Duck's got one hiding.
He does.
And he's going to use that to his advantage. In just a second here. No.
Yeah, I think he has to wait until he has... I think he's probably going to use it to cover, like we saw earlier, the edge guard, right? And it's tough to get Casual off stage when he loses every trade, when you're Duck at 158% and Casual's at 77%.
Truth.
You're just never going to be able to just do the Nair plane.
Oh.
Casual just waits. The standstill. Remember, this man... Oh, this man! Point blank.
Wasn't full charge, still at quite a low percent though, so.
Yeah. But that's Duck. He kept calling out the missed sweet spots, and he had a couple missed sweet spots of his own on the recovery that Casual was able to find with an up tilt, but this is as we expected. Duck kind of looking real comfortable.
Yeah. I mean, it's good to see Samus getting high quality, work being done on the character itself. Duck's great for that.
Yeah, Duck definitely one of the best Samuses we have left. I think Hugs has had a slightly better year so far, but if you're in Michigan and you're in the Midwest, there is still the utmost faith that Duck is the king of them all. At least of the chosen Samus. At least of the active Samuses, there is still kind of the reverence held for Plup Samus. But gone but not forgotten.
Right. Plup's got bigger games to play now. All right. Nice.
Yeah, Casual kind of actually outboxing Duck there. Let's see if he can get his reward. Okay, just resets. That's a really strong like sequence. As long as you could keep resetting Duck and keep pushing him to the side of the stage.
Yeah.
Nice bomb. Just keeps covering. But Duck, smart. He saw that first bomb and he was ready with his game plan on the second one, which is just let's wait it out. Bomb's got to explode. It's not a remote charge.
Nice. Yeah. Casual really was controlling the stage there for a while, but I think Duck's found his way back on, and now he's going to win that neutral that he's been winning.
Yeah, it's really close though. I mean, it couldn't be. It could not be closer. It could be a little closer.
Yeah.
It was literally 123, 123, and Casual just kind of fails his recovery. Duck now sitting in center stage, but yeah, he was near death as well.
Yeah.
This is really well played by Casual so far.
Yeah, yeah. This game in
he
particular.
knows it. He knows it. A little taunt comes out. I don't know how Duck feels about taunts. I don't think he cares.
Well, taunts really get you when you already feel threatened, right? If you don't feel threatened, then it's just like, why is this guy posturing?
Yeah, Duck looking a lot better ever since the taunt. He's taken just that 4%. Shouts to Ohio.
Nice.
Taunt to get bodied.
Yep.
Casual now struggling a little bit. He was feeling that he was keeping even with Duck. He was so excited about that.
I appreciated Duck's duck.
Yeah.
Anticipating the missile, but it never came.
Yeah, it feels like Duck is now just upped his defensive game. He's not really giving anything up for free from Casual.
That grab, you're right. Just being able to pull it out sometimes.
Yeah, and even when he gets grabbed, though, Duck knows that he's at such low percent that Casual doesn't have great follow-ups, and so he kind of just baits in Casual with his DI and is able to respond in kind with the neutral air.
Nice.
It doesn't really feel like it basically feels like ever since that taunt that Duck was just kind of
I'm not
he
putting
flipped
up
that
with this.
yeah, he flipped that switch in his brain and was like, you know, this was fun.
Wow, that
but it
was
wasn't
good.
that fun. Yeah. Now Casual just getting washed. He's taken what, 36% ever since that moment.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Duck. And Duck still got the charge shot. He's actually relatively close to being able to use it in a
kill type
setup.
situation.
Yeah. At least with the way Casual's been DIing, like, so he gets Casual really far off stage, and because he gets the farthest projectile length, like, it gets the early kill, even though it might not necessarily have killed anywhere else.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Got
at the
him.
bottom of the stage. Oh.
Wow. The
That's
up B,
impressive.
he expected him to be sweet spotting and then covered that, but Casual actually went slightly above, and that was able to help him out. What
Oh
the?
my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Duck with the boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
Duck boops him. All right, Duck boops Casual,
Right out.
who looked great. He looked good for a stock.
Yeah.
And that's a story we've heard before, and it's not a story that leads to a happy ending. He looked good for a stock.
That already tells half the story.
Yeah, maybe try looking good for 2. I was impressed with Casual, though. I mean,
Yeah.
Duck is an amazing player. He's great at the ditto.
Exactly.
So, good
Yeah.
to see.
I'm sure there's a lot to learn watching the VODs from that.
Yeah, I think he definitely, that's a slow enough and methodical enough matchup that if you go back, you'll be able to see specifically the setups that Duck used to bait you in. You'll be able to see when it all went wrong, when he did that, the taunt. And I think Casual will come back stronger